10 facts school skipped. Stay to the last one. It is the one that rewrites how you see your own body. Fact 1. Tooth enamel is harder than bone. Your skeleton gets all the credit for strength, but the hardest tissue in the human body is the thin white coating on your teeth. Enamel is mostly mineral, packed hydroxyapatite, and it outranks bone on hardness scales. That is why a cracked tooth feels catastrophic. Once enamel is gone, your body cannot grow it back the way bone heals a fracture. Dentists polish, seal, and crown it because evolution already spent the budget on a one-time armor. So yes, your bones lost to your smile. School somehow skipped that. Fact 2. A banana is a berry. A strawberry is not. In botany, a true berry develops from a single ovary and usually has a soft peel with seeds inside. Bananas check that box. Grapes and tomatoes do too. Strawberries are different. They are aggregate fruits. What we call the berry is actually a swollen flower receptacle, and the tiny dots on the outside are the real fruits. So the grocery aisle lied with the names. Banana, berry. Strawberry, not a berry. Your science teacher could have ended an argument in 30 seconds. Most never did. Fact 3. A day on Venus is longer than a year. Venus takes about 243 Earth days to spin once on its axis, but it only needs about 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. That means one full rotation lasts longer than one trip around the Sun. If you count a solar day, sunrise to sunrise, Venus clocks in around 117 Earth days because it rotates backwards compared to most planets. Still absurd either way. A planet where the day outlasts the year. Astronomy class mentioned gravity. This detail, often skipped. Fact 4. An octopus has 3 hearts and blue, copper-based blood. 2 branchial hearts push blood through the gills. A third systemic heart pumps it to the rest of the body. When an octopus swims, that systemic heart can slow or even pause, which is one reason crawling is more efficient for them. And the blue color? Their blood uses hemocyanin, a copper protein, instead of iron-based hemoglobin. Copper works better than iron in cold, low-oxygen water. Alien-looking biology, built on Earth. Textbook chapters on mammals somehow forgot the ocean genius in the corner. Fact 5. Honey never spoils if it stays sealed and dry. Archaeologists have found pots of honey thousands of years old that were still edible. Honey is low in water, high in sugar, and naturally acidic. Bacteria and molds basically cannot set up shop. Bees also add enzymes that produce a touch of hydrogen peroxide. It is a pantry item with a geological half-life. Crystallized honey is not ruined. Warm it gently, and it flows again. The only food that refuses to die. Home economics never put that on the quiz. Fact 6. Sharks are older than trees. Shark ancestors show up in the fossil record around 400 million years ago. Trees, true woody plants with trunks, appear later, around 350 million years ago. That means the ocean had apex predators before forests existed on land. Sharks survived mass extinctions that erased most of life. Trees are newcomers by comparison. Next time someone calls sharks living fossils, remember, They had a head start measured in geologic eras. History class covered dinosaurs. This timeline rarely made the slide deck. Fact 7. Wombats poop cubes. Their intestines dry and shape dung into little blocks so the piles do not roll away on hills. They stack those cubes to mark territory and communicate with other wombats. Researchers studied the varying stiffness along the gut wall. That is what molds the cube edges. Nature's weirdest Lego set. Functional, weird, and extremely on-brand for Australia. Biology labs dissected frogs. Nobody mentioned the cubic compost engineers. Fact 8. Koalas have fingerprints that look startlingly like ours. The ridges and whorls are close enough that, in theory, they could confuse a crime scene print. Koalas and humans evolved those patterns separately, convergent evolution, probably for gripping. Koalas need purchase on eucalyptus branches. Humans needed fine control for tools. Same solution, different animals. Unique enough per individual to matter. Forensics class taught loops and arches. They left out the marsupial with matching hardware. Fact 9. Goldfish memory is months, not 3 seconds. That viral myth is false. Experiments show goldfish can learn routes, times, and cues and retain them for months. They can be trained to push levers, follow colors, and anticipate feeding schedules. A 3-second memory would make survival in a pond almost impossible. So if you have a goldfish, it probably remembers the glass tap and who walks in with the flakes. Awkward. Psychology soundbites sold the myth. The research said otherwise. Fact 10, the last one. You are outnumbered by the microbes living on and in you. Your body hosts a vast community of bacteria, viruses, and other microbes, especially in the gut. Older textbooks claimed bacterial cells outnumbered human cells 10 to 1. Newer estimates put the ratio closer, sometimes near 1 to 1 by cell count. But by genetic diversity and metabolic impact, the microbiome still dominates. Those microbes help digest food, train your immune system, and manufacture vitamins. You are less a solo organism and more a walking ecosystem. Health class covered the food pyramid. This partnership barely got a footnote. That is 10 facts school skipped completely. Subscribe for one new fact short every day. Never taught this. At Hype Life Vibes.